Yeah, let's see how Zoe's doing, sweetie. Wendy! How are you, sweetie? You didn't come outside for a walk, so... Want to go? ¿Quieres andar? Maybe some stretching. Come on. Oh, now she starts limping again. Looks a bit better than yesterday, but still looks awful though. What you doing over there, sweetie? Be careful. Zoe, now. Now. Zoe, now. Now. Come on, sweetie, what are you doing? Hunting something. We won't let any leg cramp come in the way of hunting. Girls. Hey. Kira's taking a poo. Where did Zoe go? Zoe! Zoe aan de K. Come on. God damn it. There you are. Now, on the car. Come on, sweetie. Zoe, you're in no state to hunt. Know your limitations. Especially the things that you never use are very hard to find sometimes. I only have one big one, so the inside is going to have a small one. I need one of those magnet thingies. don't know if this magnet is gonna hold very well, guys. I mean, it's gonna hold to the wall. I was talking about the door. I now put another type of magnet on it that's a little bit stronger. And I put another thingy on this also. Let's see if that's gonna work. Otherwise, just like a small hook is also fine. I thought a magnet would be easy. Nice door, huh? We're not gonna keep it, but for a temporary door, it's pretty nice, I think. Hopefully soon I'll be drinking coffee here on my couch. It's gonna take a little while, guys. So what is the plan here? I thought I'd explain a little bit what I'm gonna do. Basically, what is the idea for this part of the house? As you can see, we have a pretty high ceiling here. So my idea was to make a mezzanine, like a sort of very big, like loft bed. Not only a bed, but also where I can have like storage for my clothes and stuff. Because it's very high and you need to do something, I think, with the height. If you keep like all your furniture and stuff like only on the ground level, you need to have something to bridge the height. You can do this maybe with lights or something, or some sort of decoration also. But besides it giving extra space, it's also sort of nice to fill the top part of the house. Not too much, but that there's something there. I think if I imagine it like without having anything on the ceiling or anything maybe above 2 meters, it would look a little bit like strange, like separate. So I think a mezzanine will be a good idea. My question is if I'm going to be happy like sleeping up there. Basically, the mezzanine would be sort of on this height. This is not very stable though. I think it's doable. Ooh. But we need to keep everything sort of as low as possible, like the bed and the thickness of the floor. I would like to be able to sit up at least straight in bed at one point. But with the mezzanine comes also a very important question, which I've been debating for the last 2 days. Where to put the stairs. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos with genius solutions for this. But I'm not really sure yet. I would like the stairs, I would like the mezzanine to maybe cover 3 meters, so that the most of this part is still, well, it's almost half. I think we need at least 3 meters. And I don't want the stairs to be in the other part of the room, so the stairs have to be sort of under the mezzanine. So on the sides is not doable because on both sides we have windows. I don't want to block up any windows. So then it could still be on the back side, for instance here, because you also need to see where you come up, that it's the highest point. So you could make one in the corner here and then go up like this, but that would take part of the window out. So you could also start here and then go up like this. But what also might be a cool idea, I was measuring with these blocks here, is to have the stairs in the middle. And then you would say maybe that's a waste of space. But these stairs could be also on both sides, sort of storage. Sort of a cabinet or a closet or... And then I could have on this side, I could have a lounge area where you mostly sit down. And then on this side I could have a small desk that maybe looks out this window. So I can keep an eye on whoever is entering or exiting the ghost town. But that would be quite a sort of massive thing, in the middle. It needs to be at least 60 centimeters wide, I think. Yeah, and then because the stairs is going to be here, then the bed for the mezzanine is going to start here and go that way. So that side of the bed will be a lot lower than this side. So I'm not quite sure yet. If any of you have any genius ideas about this. The sides is not, unless we get open stairs, but I really don't. I want to use the windows to be able to look outside. And I don't want to sacrifice extra space. I don't also think it looks nice when there's a stairs here. On that side is also not possible. Yeah, we could do something here maybe in the middle. And then make a plateau that turns that way. That would leave a lot more space for the bed in the top. So yeah, I'm still debating about that. Here in the corner I want to have sort of the same bench we have now in the kitchen. So a corner, let me show you. Here, in this corner, a bench, and that you can also, when you sit on the dining table, you can look outside. So that would take up most of this corner. And then under the mezzanine there will be a sitting area and possibly a desk area. And then here we still have this corner to do something with. I don't know what yet. Yeah, so that is, I think, most of the plan for this side. It basically needs some more plastering there. And then we need, of course, tiles on the floor. And then we need to paint the whole thing. And we need some electricity, which I'm gonna do the same as I did in the other room. We're gonna work with like almost on the floor there's gonna be like, how do you say, like something to put the cables in. And then I'm only gonna have sockets like 30 centimeters from the floor. That's also because it's easy to change. And because I'm not gonna make a mess to open everything up to put it inside the wall. I am not bothered by a couple of these, how you call this? These strips where you put in the electricity. Like to have them running just above the floor. We're gonna tile this floor, so it's also gonna have like a sort of on the wall, like a small part of the tile, like maybe 8 centimeters or 6. And then above that we're gonna do a strip with electricity. So yeah, this side is probably the easiest to finish. Not counting for the mezzanine, what's probably gonna take me an extra month or so. So that's also an obstacle. We're first gonna get in here, because it's gonna get cold. Or are we gonna build this mezzanine and postpone the moment we're gonna get in here? And then of course we have this side of the house. What is gonna be my kitchen. So I have the idea that I want like a sink here, like in front of the window. And then here is going to be some sort of cooking area. And then here is also going to be also cabinets, but I don't think I want 60 here. Because then it's going to end up being pretty small. Yeah, it would still be doable, but I think maybe 40 or maybe even 30 would be nice here. Although the coffee machine is very big nowadays. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the part up there. Besides putting some maybe plants that grow downwards. Probably we're going to have some storage also there in the back. But then is the question, how are we going to reach that? So I already thought about maybe some sliding stairs. Yeah, we do need to take in account that we have enough storage area. And these stairs for a mezzanine would also create a very good opportunity for some storage. Because it's a very small surface. And like for instance, the kitchen also needs to hold like the washing machine like it is now. Because for instance in the bathroom there's no space for a washing machine. Talking about the bathroom, it's not even big enough for you and me. There is going to be a pretty big shower in here though. I had sort of the same layout like this at my parents' house. It was a little smaller even. And it also had the shower on one side and then a sink in the middle. That was a very small sink, and then a toilet on the other side. And I'm sort of doing the same thing here. So when you come in the door, you have here on the left you have the toilet. And then here in the middle we're going to have a sink. And then here on the right is going to be the shower. So here we're going to have like a wall, like a glass wall in 2 parts. So it opens from this side like this, so you can get in. Because on this side is going to be the sink, so you can't get in like that. And then up here is going to be a fan for the moist of the shower. And then up here is supposed to come some sort of heating device. And here it's still the question what we exactly are going to do with the floor heating. If it's going to be like a device that can do both things, like hot water and heating, or if we're going to have two separate devices. Because I've been digging a little bit further into it now that we are working on the floor heating. And I'm also like still pondering a solution for what is the best way to do this. But I'll get back with you guys on that in the next video for the floor heating. So yeah, I think that should behold most of the plan of what we're gonna do here and what still needs to be done. Oh yeah, we also need to block off like all the top there with all these wood here. So yeah, there's still enough to do. But for instance, the kitchen, I think we're going to do that like, I think I'm first going to go in here if I get everything finished, like maybe, hopefully, end of December. And then I'm first going to get in here, and then later on, I think I will finish the kitchen here. It would be nice to have the bathroom finished though when I go in here. Or at least all of the rough work done before I start moving stuff in here. But yeah, I would like to start using my floor heating. So we're in a hurry. Okay, let's see if this magnet makes any difference. That's even worse. To be continued.